Sweet. We appear to be live, ladies and gentlemen. Yep, there we are. Let's go. Live chat is currently unavailable. Can I, like, make this into its own window? How about chat? There we go. Just put this over here. There we are. I just heard my food, so I will be right back, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. All right, let's do this. Let's go here, and we will do this and that, and there we go. Let's see here. I want 3x3. Let's use. We'll give this one another shot. I don't think I should, but I'm giving it a shot. Go. It's a good start. That camera angle good? Maybe a little bit like this. I don't think I'm getting in the way. So our options for first average for the night, that is. Not that great. Best possible is like a 10-5. Somewhere in there. Maybe a low 10. The worst possible is like 11 something. That was really dumb. Is it best possible? Not quite. 10.43. It's a start. I probably should be doing inspection, I suppose. Nah. Not bad. Not bad. Not quite to where we need to be there, but doesn't quite feel right. I feel like I should be able to protect two pairs here. Yeah. Finger tricks are great. Let's scramble around. Yeah. Sweet. Let's go. See, that's what I think every solve should be. I think I'm to the level now where everything should be a sub 9, even though I'm not really globally sub 10 yet even. I think everything should be a sub 9. Maybe I'm delusional, but Definitely shouldn't be an 11, I'll tell you that much. Oh, come on. No. We're doing pretty good though. Yeah, our first average of 12 was sub 10. There we go. Let's go. It's always interesting. I don't know about always, but it is interesting. Feels like it should be good. Okay. Can make a free pair pretty easy. That's gonna do something. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. It's rolling from the last time I practiced, but it's a sub 10 average of 25. I think I'm knocking on the door, guys. Like, I really do. I don't know if it's worth it to solve CP just to force a Z perm. I don't know what I would have gotten there instead. Probably should check. Is it this one? I think it was this one. Confirm? That's not that bad. Uh-oh, what's happening with my camera? What's happening with my camera? Did it? Put a screen protector on my phone, and it really does not want to work. Like for touchscreens. See if this is working now. Oh, yeah, there we go. Hey, we're back. I probably need to tell my phone not to turn off. There we go. There we go. Nope, no, don't do that. There we go. That's not it. Oh, that's giving me troubles. Technical difficulties. Alright, I need to do this. I need to go to settings. Give me a second, guys. It's gonna be accessibility, right? Or general, maybe? I've never had an iPhone before. Background, date and time, dictionary, fonts, keyboard. It's really hard to read this. Storage. Bet you it is accessibility. that's not it. Maybe I should just search screen. Display, maybe? Or is it security? Does anybody know on the chat how to keep this thing from turning off? Auto lock. I'll bet you that's it. Never. There we go. Back. See if that works. Go back to camo. See if this works. I'm going to go reset this here anytime. There we go. Hopefully that doesn't mess with it anymore. Is this a good angle for you guys? Can you see? Oh, I think you can. You can see a lot more than I thought. We'll move this to there. All right. I think we have an easy X cross here, if I do it right. And there's a lot of stuff here, I think. Oh my, there's so much stuff here. There is an easy X cross, but it's not the one I was thinking. Now I gotta think about how I want to do this. I think this is best. Okay. Forgot about solving the regular cross. Ugh, that's terrible. Terrible! But still my best average of 25 in this session. I don't know if it's my best one ever. I don't think so. I had a hot streak a couple of years ago before I quit. And yeah, there was some good stuff with that. I had sub 10 average of 50 and 100, I think. For like one day, I was able to get it, and then after that, I couldn't get it again. This is bad. Oh my word, it's very bad. And I messed up my cross again. You gotta have a couple bad ones, right? Dang it. Okay. Let's get back on track here. Okay. I didn't have to rotate. I mean, it worked, but I changed my algo on that recently. This one, whatever, recycles. I might have messed it up. Nope, I didn't. Alright, this is the one I did, right? Yeah. Yeah. It's gonna take a while to adjust that. I am finally adjusting to changing my EPERM though. I thought I would never at the rate I was going, but Okay. I don't think I had to rotate at all. I think this was a rotationless solve. I didn't rotate. In fact, let me look at that. In a second. Alright, so what was my solution here? Yeah, what was my solution? Was it orange? It wasn't orange. Although there's great stuff on orange. Why did I not do orange? I literally can make a free pair on the left. Okay, this is what I did. I did yellow. And I did this. Like so. And then I did rotate here. And then what was my first pair? Maybe I didn't rotate. And I went to go do this. I don't know what I did. I felt like they didn't need to rotate. Maybe I'm ridiculous. It's going to be quite what I want it to be. It's okay though. That was it at sub 10, right? Yeah, it was. That's acceptable-ish. It's called messing up, ladies and gentlemen. Ugh. Still kind of trying this cube. I keep saying I'm going to give up on it, and then I keep not giving up on it. But I don't really think it's the best for me. Your head was decent there. No, 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 no. Ah! And I knew it was a white perm too. Like after I started it. Probably should do a lot more last layer training than I've done. I don't know. I feel like solves will take me a long ways right now though. Okay, we have... Okay. We're gonna team own this one. No, really? Okay. Okay. That should have been way faster. We're gonna do that again. It won't count, but for my sake. Because this is a super easy, like, double X cross, but it's technically pseudo slotting. The 3 mover. With another one. And do this. Do this. I mean, it's not much better, but it is better. Now the question is, what do I do? There's a lot of good stuff here. Should I even be looking at this color? Not really. I mean, kinda. Green kinda looks good. Yeah, green looks great actually. I probably should have done some shenaniganry there. Might work. Might work. Execution on that was awful. I can do M slices on this one now, though. When I first got it, I could not do like the M itself, which I technically do with my middle finger, which is probably why I was messed up really bad with that, with this cube. All the white pieces right here. Oh my. And it should be, oh wait, can it be? No, it can't. Let's look at blue. That probably made no sense to anybody. Yellow, green looks good. There's no fancy stuff there, but there's an easy first pair. Yeah, yeah. See, that wasn't even that great a solve. It was just easily an 8. Easily an 8. Let's see here. Saw Lucas Eder do that COLL once on Monkey League, I think. And I was like, oh, maybe that COLL is not as bad as I thought. I'm kind of thinking maybe it is as bad as I thought. But Lucas Eder just did it anyway. I don't know. I got rid of all of my COLLs after I realized that soon was just fast. Okay. Oh, I hate it. That works though. I do think everybody should learn, like, not necessarily COLL, but some form of that kind of outset. Maybe like CLL for 2x2. CLL for 2x2 is probably the best one to learn for this, just so you can recognize corner permutation cases, because it really helps with just fluidity and these kind of things. Oh, this is a good scramble. could have been way better. 2 easy first pairs. I mean, it was an X cross plus an easy, like a 3 mover for first pair, for second pair, I should say. Should have been better, to be honest. Oh my word. That should have been better too. Oh, did I mess up the scramble? Dang. Oh, that's interesting. See that? This is my cross piece here. If you sledge that in, it cancels right into the 3 mover. I don't need to do that last U move, but is that a mega thing? Why do I know that? Or did I just figure it out? I don't know. We're discovering things. I don't use that in solves ever, but that COL. I don't even know if that's the optimal alg. I just kind of discovered that the other day. I was looking for it, but yeah. Oh no. I've messed everything up. Oh, messing up your cross, ladies and gentlemen. Messing up your cross. Kind of okay. Kind of. Like, it's not, like, the time itself is not as bad as it could be. And at one point, I was satisfied with stuff that was like sub 10.5. I don't think I am anymore. No! Ah! I thought that was a different... I thought that was an A perm, not an R perm from the other angle. So I started to execute that, but it was actually an R perm, so it didn't work. Goodness, what is going on here? That F12 was a write-off. Probably sub 9 without that lockup, right? Or at least low 9. Okay. Again, like, it's not like, If I got that in comp, I don't know if I'd be too terribly displeased, like right now. But when I compete in a month, I might care. Oh, this is nice. Correctly executed the arc perm. Yay. Where are we at for stats? We're okay. Have we done 50 yet? We're about to do 40. This isn't the most ideal set of first pairs, maybe? Actually, there's not a bad one. Oh, dang. Probably did not deserve for that to be a 9. Another one of those. It's like, oh really? Keep solving the wrong corner. Man, I am hunting sub 10 average of 50 right now. This is my last few sessions. I've kind of been close, and I'm not even practicing consistently right now. Like, I'm really just practicing mega mainly. Exciting things are happening there as well. Yeah, see, 10-16 average of 50. Like, my first average of 50 tonight could be sub 10 at this rate. Like, I have 8 more solves to make that happen. How do I want to do this? I kind of feel like that's the strat there. Not the biggest fan of that whole situation, but hey, I used the right alg. I don't think that's the reason it wasn't sub 10 though. It did something else wrong, I think. But using the right alg's always nice. It's hard to change algs, ones that you've been using forever. There's so much muscle memory built in that it just is really hard. Okay. Okay. I feel like I chose the wrong. Oh, what did I just do? Oopsie. My bad. You guys are seeing my personal Facebook. I should probably move that to a new window. There we go. That way you don't see stuff I don't want you to see. Although I don't know that you really see anything that bad anyway, but let's see if my timer's gonna want to work now. Yeah, it works. I would like to see this scramble, please. How do I open this up, guys? Is it one solve stat? There we go. I feel like I chose the wrong third pair here, if I remember correctly. This was a nice scramble. I'm trying to remember my solution now. Yeah. Right? Was it this? No, it wasn't that. What did I do? It's weird how, like, I don't remember this block. Right? Like, you would think I would be looking for all sorts of stuff with this. I don't remember that at all. I want to say I did green, but I don't think I did green. Oh, maybe I did use this block. No, this can't be right. Is this the right scramble? Because like that's kind of my gut feeling with this right now. This, which would lead into this, not into that. And this, which I could do some fancy stuff with. Or not fancy, but okay, I guess it doesn't really matter that much. It's the 1022, right? Yeah, I don't know. Whatever. Maybe it was a misscramble. Two free pairs. The question is, can I even take advantage of both of them? There's probably a way. I'm not sure I know it though. Maybe I should be looking more at X crosses. If I do something like this. Oh, and there's opportunity there too. Oh, dang, no! Really? Oh, I'm not sure how much longer I can keep using this cube. We'll go through the first average of 50 with it. We'll do that. That wasn't really a huge blight on the cube, to be honest. Overreacted a little bit, but yeah, I don't know. Yeah, the cube might be. The days are numbered. So that's kind of crazy. Oh my word. 2 rotations for 1 pair? No, no, no. We're choking, guys. We're choking. That end perm is not bad. I don't care what anybody says. That end perm is not bad. Now that I'm messing up execution, but it's not like my fastest peel or anything, but it's a safe, like guaranteed amount of time, right? Like it's not, I'm not gonna choke it. It's just gonna be fine all the time. Okay. There we go. Ended on a hot streak. Ish. It'll be interesting to see what this average is. Because I've got 2 11s and 2 8s. No, a 12 and a 10 and an 8. This could be pretty good, actually. like that. That's 1009 there. Let's see here. What do we got here? Don't switch the yellow. Okay. Alright, that was an average of 50 with the Moyu Weilong V10 Ferrio core. It feels nice, like, I don't know. Like, I think it's not bad. It's not as bad as it originally was for me. Originally it was kind of unusable, but it's okay. I don't think it's a good OH keyboard thing. The other two contenders are my old main, the YoCube, like Deluxe V1, I think. This is the Tornado V3. And I like it, but it's just a little slow. And then there's this RS3 V5 right now. And honestly, you know what? Let's just do an average of 50 with it. We did one with the Ferrio core. Let's do one with this. Oh my word. Hey, I did the red alg at least. Not a good start here. That's okay though. I have an easy cross. And actually, if I just do this, wait. No. It's catching a little bit. I'm not sure about that. I think this might be my one-handed main at this point. Initially I wasn't so stoked about the magnet strength, but it doesn't really seem to be making that big a difference. It's a little heavy, but yep. There's a better way to do that. Seem to have swapped over to that one now, which is nice. That's one of the few pilos I hadn't changed. One of the few ones. Because I've changed a lot of them at this point. In fact, yeah, I'm gonna have to go through a list. I'm kind of curious now. There's 21. I've kind of changed the A's. Well, yeah, I've changed the A's. Went to the lefty version. That's not really a change. Just changed E. F I've never changed. I've never changed F. From the original one I learned. All the G's, I think I was originally using like the rotation one, and I changed to the RUD one on all of them. H is the same, so that's 2 so far. JA has changed a couple of times. I used this alg. JB has not changed. NA has changed. NB has changed a couple times. RA has definitely changed. RB has not changed. That's the original. I'm using the original alg still, and it's this one. I learned all my algs from a book, and it wasn't a very good book. But that alg was okay. I have not changed T, so that's 5. Changed both the U's, kind of. I went to the MU one. Not very long into knowing CFOP, though. Like, I was using the RU ones for a long time. This one. Yeah. But, you know, I think it was JPerm that, like, got me on the other one. V I've changed. Everybody's changed to V. Y I haven't changed. That's 6. Z I've changed. That one's interesting. I learned the one I used for that one from Jade McNeil, and back when he was doing that awesome newsletter. But yeah, so 6 out of 21 that I've not changed. I've changed 15 of them. Yeah, it's just interesting, I guess. I imagine everybody's done that up to, once you're to a certain point, but I don't really like this cross solution. Yeah, that wasn't. Oh, first average in the new one, 10.45. That's not. It's not awful. If I got that in comp, I think I wouldn't be super happy about it, but I'd be okay with it, I think. Right now. I almost rotated for something I didn't need to rotate for. Speaking of that RPerm, I guess I've spoke about all the pillows, but yeah. Oh no. This is a really bad solve. I did not need to sledge that. That's a bad execution on the Y-perm too. I mean, not a bad execution, but I don't like starting from here. I have a habit to regrip here. This is bad. I should do this. Not that, but I should start with my thumb, or maybe a pinch move. Pinch honestly seems safer to me, but thumb is more natural. I don't mind either of them. But yeah, we're choking a little bit, guys. We need to knock that crap off. I realized it was a bad solve like a pair and a half in, and so I increased my TPS. Maybe I should be increasing my PPS all the time. This is not right. It's not right either. I've done something wrong here. Is this it? Hey, we found it. We figured out our problem. Oh dang, and it was a free mover. Not an awful solve. I'd take that. Like, I think I would legitimately take that in comp. It's kind of upper reaches of what I'd take. Okay, we have an easy X cross kind of. To an easy-ish second pair. Oh, Easier than I thought, but it wasn't the one I planned. The one I planned was wrong. Well, it wasn't really wrong. I was just tracking it, but I think. I don't know. Not bad. Not bad. Could be better. I may have to warm up my food here. I'm not really remembering to eat. I like scrambles like this. They're super straightforward, real easy. This wasn't as good a time as it probably could have been, but yeah. We probably should just all be really good at our G-perms, because you're more likely to get a G-perm than any other PLL, I think. Well, I know, if you count them all together, because they're each 4 out of 72, and there's 4 of them, so if you take them in a group like that, it's 16 out of 72, which is like 1 out of something, but it's not quite that. I think it goes to like 5 out of 16, I think is how that works. I can't remember. I did the math a really long time ago. Somebody in the chat probably knows it, if there's anybody in the chat. Not really satisfied with that. Let's see here. Have we had any viewers? Do we have a chat? No. Oh, I was like, what in the world? Stream health, stream is healthy, stream settings. Views are fun. It's holding us. We're holding steady, boys. Holding steady. Oh my, this scramble is pretty good. Or at least it should be. Okay. We have options here. We can cancel into like J slide, and that's going to do what? Okay, yeah. J slotting. Do they still call it J slotting? Is that what they call it? The FRUF stuff? I'm a little wrong. See, that's where COLL recognition helps, because I know that I'm getting headlights on the left with that. I'm not like blocking the view, am I? Can't have some bad solves, right? Our mean's coming down though. It'd be nice if we could get like our overall mean under 10.5. That'd be a good mini goal. Legitimately, I think mini goals are like partially the secret to success. No, maybe not. Be interested to know like whether or not big people use that kind of thing, where you make a goal that's like small and achievable, and you just go for that. You just kind of move on, rather than saying, "Hey, I want to be sub 10," you know, just sub 10.5, sub 10.25, you know, whatever it is. My current average is 50, 10.43. That's terrible. Speaking of. I like that I recognize that ZB pretty quick. I only know like 2 GLL and like a couple, like less than 10 more ZBs. Started to learn them for this comp, and then I was like, I don't know. I'd rather learn Mega PLL. Started to learn some ZBLS too, but again, like, I gotta devote my ALG learning resources to something, and I think Mega is gonna get all of the resources, or at least most of them. Okay. I can do a weird X cross here. I'm not sure if it's worth it. I'm gonna do it, I think. What's that gonna do? Okay. Okay, it would be worth it if I executed it well. My word. That was awful. I think the solution was okay though. I messed up in the beginning though. That's bad planning on my part. Oh no. It worked out, kind of. Ah! Ah! Should have been better. Okay. We have stuff here. Oh my word, we have stuff. I think I'm gonna do free fop here. Yeah. Yeah. Technically not free fop, but like cross -1, I think is what they're calling that. Or at least what one YouTuber was calling it. Okay. An easy X cross here. With an easy-ish second curve. Oh, I didn't have to rotate. My word. I hate it when that happens. That was probably a rotational assault. think it was. If I had done it right. It wasn't very good. Alright, we're getting milestones tonight. Sub 10, average of 25 early on. That was good. Oh, wow. We have things. I suppose there's that. I just did. Okay, wait a second. Wait just a minute here. Yeah, I think I like that. Could have been better, but not a bad solution. I rotated in there somewhere when I didn't need to, which is becoming a bit of a theme. And it's not a very good theme. It's interesting live streaming like this. It seems like I self-analyze more when I live stream. Just because I'm trying to talk and like make it kind of interesting, at least. Wow, that was bad recognition. I'm getting better at two-sided recognition, but I think that comes with getting worse for a short time. Because I'm like guessing wrong a lot right now. Okay. Oh, dang. Ah, dang it. Maybe that's a drawback to knowing CPU recognition, because I had... Nope. I had this. Oh, but I thought it was this. Do it this way. Nope. Do it this way. There we go. Nope. I'm trying to make it match. Here we go. I had this. I thought it was this, which is the skip case, but it wasn't. It wasn't pi. It was this, which, had I recognized that and executed it well, it would have been a pretty good solve, I think. But yeah, honestly, I probably should program myself to pause there anyway, because that's an easy one to recognize, and do the 2GLO. Probably what I should do. What in the world? It's like one of the ZBs I know. I probably know more than 10 actually. Beyond 2GLO. Because of those. Those are super easy though. But yeah, there's like 8 right there between every version of that case and like the inverses and the one with the wide moves and all that stuff. There's a lot here. Some of the scrambles where you feel like there should be a lot, and there probably is, but I don't know. Let me think about this. Yeah, okay. This is really bad. Like, really good planning and then just awful execution. Just like turning slow enough like it looks like I don't know what I'm doing, but I had a really good plan there. Alright, come on, Luke. Come on. You. Mm-hmm. I didn't just assume a perm there. Which is nice. That was my first thought. Guess I should look at yellow. Yeah, I should definitely look at yellow. That wasn't it. No. Okay, I know what's going on. When I see something that looks like it's going to be a PLO skip, or not a PLO skip, but like no AUF, like this R perm, when this block matches, there's no AUF. But I had a T perm, but this block was matching, so my head went, oh, R perm, but it wasn't R perm, it was U perm, or it was T perm. And I knew that like halfway through execution. It was like, oh no. But that's what I'm doing. When I see something that's lucky, I just kind of assume that that's what it is. Okay, I can make a 3-mover in 2 moves. And have a decent. Nope, can't have a decent. I probably should have tried to save that for pseudo slotting. I don't know why everybody else on that. Oh, messed up. Messed up. Dropped it. There we go. On that OLO, everybody does the one with like the F and B moves, which I'm using the same alg, but I use it with the Y and R moves, and it's just fast, man. I don't know. They probably know what they're doing. That's typically the way it is. I'm not usually the smartest person in the cubing world. Dang it. The thing I was tracking went into a bad spot. Okay. Tip. Tip time. When you have 2 free pairs like this, and if you put one in and it splits it up, if you sledge it, it'll save it. And it's really nice for like these two. Yeah. Where they're like this, and one goes in this one and one goes in this pair. You can do a sledge and cancel into the insertion. It's like a 5 move. thing. I learned that from somebody. It's not original to me. I want to say it was Jaden McNeil. Jaden McNeil's channel is a gold mine of information, even though he hasn't posted in like at least about 3x3 in like 3 or 4 years. His channel is great. Now somebody liked my thing. That's cool. That must have been a family member. I'd bet money because they didn't stick around. But they love me, and that's amazing. I've been texted. It was a family member. Yes. Thanks, Jaden. No. That's annoying. Oof. All right, come on. That was just mediocre across the board to the point of being bad. Is my phone link on? Let's take a look here. I know it wasn't. Okay. All right. That all goes so much faster. So much faster than the one I was using before. It's laughable. Okay. We have opportunity for greatness here. Of course, you need to not lose your flow. Ten flat, I'll take it. I will take it. Okay. Yeah, okay. There we go. There we go. We're starting to connect again. Do I want to do anything else? Oh, I'm going to accidentally do an X cross here. Really? Oh, man. If I'm connected, I'm doing good. Like, but if I'm losing focus at all, at least I think that's what it is, losing focus. Maybe it's something else, but here we go. Let's check out red. Oh, red was my original color. Yeah, red's probably best. We don't like 11s. 10s are okay, I guess. 11s are unacceptable. Okay. Oh my, there's a lot here. So much here. It would almost be best. No, I don't think it would. I mean, maybe though. To do like a bad cross on purpose. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. There we go. And force a V perm at the end. Yeah. It was probably better to just do a normal cross there. It's always tempting, right, when you get that kind of thing, an opportunity for that. All right, we need to reset a bit. We're almost to the end of our second average of 50, our first average of 100, and yeah, I should be drinking water. I'm parched. Being parched doesn't help. Okay. Where's that corner at? Oh, there it is. Okay. Okay. Predicting two pairs here. How do you mess that up? Like, I don't think I'm sub 1 with this, at least anymore. Where's my, there it is. Ugh. The old Gen 4. If you even finish the AUG. Yeah, that's like 1.5. 1.3. 106. 133. I think this is demonstrating. Oh, 108. Never mind. I would settle for sub 1.5. I legit don't know how people do this under a second. I think I used to be able to sub 1 this. See, it feels like the pinch is safer. Yeah, but 1.3 fairly consistently, like 1.2. 2.95 when I mess it up. That was 101 with DNF. Honestly, this is probably it. Like the pinch. 1.12. 105. 105. 98. I wasn't quite right because I think this was still yet to be done, but it's not an exact science there, but it's possible. Like, it's possible. People do it. I planned that wrong. That sounded like a cow. And I'm in town. It must have been a car. I guess I should probably do this in a different window. I have access to security cameras, but it's probably not best for me to show them to you guys. Yeah, it must have been a car. There's nothing I can see on them. What are we doing over here? Alright, 3 more on the RS3, and then I think we're just going to go back to the Tornado. The Tornado is just good. I'd like to try the new GAN, but it's a lot of money. Which I never, like, I don't think cubes are overpriced, like, ever. Maybe the Super V2, that might be the exception, but I don't complain about it like a lot of people do, and I think it's a little bit, I don't know, I think we overreact when things are priced the way they are sometimes, although in some cases maybe it's right. But there we go. This average has potential. This last one. I mean, I don't really keep track of averages of 5. Like, my best is an 8.9, I think. Yeah, 8.9, and at least in this session. You know, back in the day, I probably had something better, but yeah, I don't really pay attention to them. Yeah, this should be decent. Oh my goodness, what did I do? Okay. That wasn't right. Like, at all. Okay. Say not every time counts. It used to be, I feel like I've heard this advice back when I was starting, or maybe I invented it for my own self, but I think it used to be, at least some people said, not to calculate your average mid-round. And now it seems like everybody does it. Like everybody. And my question is, doesn't that just make it harder for you to perform well, or does it make them perform well because they're like good at it? It's probably what it is. They just need that extra little incentive. Such a good out. Alright. Oof, that second effort to 50 was worse than the first one. That it wasn't the cube. But I think we're going back to old familiar. Like, I don't feel like the top TPS is as high on this one as it is like on this one. I feel like I probably could turn faster on this one, but this one's more consistent. I don't know. What happened to my chat? There it is. Okay, sweet. In a minute here, I'm gonna have to get up and reheat my food here and actually try to eat it. Okay. I think this is gonna be nice. Actually, yeah, I think it's gonna be really nice. I don't know about really nice, but hey, it's a start. The solution was nicer than I thought it was gonna be. It's one of those things where it's like, man, if I could have predicted that, it would have been amazing, cool. But I was just, you know, doing me. I can make a 3-mover here though, so that's fun. And then, what else do I have here? Okay. I swapped to Yihang's alg just recently. I don't think I've ever encountered this alg until I saw it on the video of his PLLs. And I think this is the best one I've come up with so far. I was using this one, the wide moves, which I think is the one Timon uses. And it's fast if you can, like I think it was the fastest I ever got with it was 1.1. But I mess it up a lot. And Yihang's at least looks like it can be fast. Obviously he's like known for his turning. And it's way safer. It's way safer. Harder to mess up. At least it seems like it. Okay. I thought maybe I'd done that wrong. I thought maybe I'd recognize the ZV and went by it, but I didn't. That was the T one, and the L one looks similar, and I technically know it. But that's just because it was the COLO algo I was using way back when. feel like mistakes were made there. I'm not sure my first pair selection was good. Obviously the +2. You can't be +2 and stuff. The Tornado V3 is just an amazing cube. I know there's new stuff out, and I really should try it all, and I tried with like the Furio core and stuff. But this cube's just amazing. It's just great. I still love it after all these years. It feels a little slow now. I feel like I should probably add lube to it, but I don't know where my lube is. I think it might be in my parents' storage unit. But, so I should probably see if I can get a hold of that again, because it would be nice to have. Stuff like this, especially if I end up going for the new GAN, because I heard that that one eats a lot of lube. Nice. See, that is kind of what I feel like a lot of salt should be like. The last layer on that one was pretty good, like one of the better ones, but yeah, that one feels like that we should be like mid 8, maybe high 8 on everything. Okay. Okay. Not quite what I thought was going to happen, but that's okay. What a cube. X-Men really nailed it out of the park with this one. And I've heard the V4 really isn't that much of an upgrade. It's just kind of like a slightly better V3, which might be what I need, honestly. I like looked at the timer for like half, well maybe not half a second, but for a good amount of time at the beginning of that solve without really doing anything. It was dumb. I'm a dumb guy though. I do dumb things. It's all good. Maybe. Maybe I should change that RPerm. I've thought about it. I have. I've thought about changing to the inverse, which is this. Does it feel like that would be good? But I'm sticking with it for now. I usually regrip at the end, which I think is safe and okay. Like, because it's not like you do it during something like this U, I think. You can do it regripless. It's just kind of a weird, like your wrists are in a weird spot. I don't know. I probably can stop on it. Not like that though. Yeah, best thing we know. See, this is the ZB I know. This is a really bad place for an F2 though. Yeah, 103. Oh, you gotta reset it, Luke. Yeah. Yeah. It's a good way to get a PB average. I do know this one by accident. I learned this one by accident. And all the other variations of it. That's the thing about learning Alex. A lot of times if you learn one thing, everything else is like, there's a lot of other things that are inverses and like lefty versions. It's like I learned that by accident, and there's like 4 ZBs that are just a variation of it. I don't really use it very much because recognition. Just don't necessarily want to pause for that when it could just be a simple OLL in most cases. I don't know enough ZB to justify pausing every time. Even with certain OLLs. Like certain OLLs would probably be worth it. But, yeah. Because the problem is you're going to learn soon and anti-soon last, right? So for a long time, that's going to be there. And that's going to cause you issues. That was kind of a decent solution, but man, poorly executed. It's really the difference between a good and a bad solve right now. I don't think there's any problem with my solutions. It's just whether or not I'm like locked in and have good look ahead, you know? Of course, there's always room for improvement. Oh, okay. Sometimes you wonder why you didn't look at a color before, and it was because the cross was backwards. Maybe it wasn't in that case, because that was a pretty simple solution. Okay. Got a good 3 mover going here. How did I know that? Okay, it's good to know. When it's a G-perm, these edges are opposite. Because I knew this block was here, and then I saw that for some reason. Why did I know that block was there? Was it because of the OLO? I don't know. But like I knew inherently that it was an A-perm, and I had to ask myself the question, why? Well, and the thing I looked at was the edges. Like so I guess I just know. But it's weird the stuff you pick up like by osmosis. Although I might have learned that. I was working on two-sided look recognition the other day, so maybe I just learned it then. But I should have pseudo-slotted that. Oh, come on. And a +2. Even the perfect cube can't make up for a bad cuber. We're not gonna take it. Oh, we're not gonna take it. That would work, right? I don't know why I'm asking you guys. I think it's gonna be D2. don't know if I should use that for that oil. Oh, I did it wrong. Which is precisely why maybe I shouldn't use it. Yeah, I used the lefty like one, and I don't know on that. Maybe there's a better one. Let's look. It's the slowest. ZBLL is a related set to PLL, more than OLO is. Don't know if I agree with that. I need don't they call these the lightning shapes? I never really learned like the names of the shapes for OLO. I don't think anybody really does though. Maybe a couple people. Oh, where's it at? It's not a lightning. Is it a line? Is it in the line shapes? It wouldn't be. Awkward maybe? No. It's not night move. Where's that? I know what it looks like. It's weird, it's giving me trouble. I don't know if it's worth it, like, try to change the out tonight. But I might. Maybe they call it a Z shape. That would be me. No, it's called lightning shapes. It's this one. What is that, Alec? F. That's weird. The standard alg is the one that I use, of course. I mean, I don't mind this. There's also this one. This is the Omega alg. Yeah. Just isn't bad, like that's fast. This is interesting though. I may try to do this one in solves just to see. Alright, I'm gonna scramble this cube and then I'm going to go reheat my dinner. And I'm just going to try, remind me in the chat if you're watching, to take a bite every so often, because I really should. This is one of those. Oh, this is actually easy. Oh, dang. I'm gonna have to fire this here. Hopefully it connects. I've had trouble with this before when I let it die. Okay, it seems to be fine. Okay, maybe not as safe as I thought. Maybe not as safe as I thought. If you're bad, you can just mess up anything. How about that? How about we make that the standard? Two 11s in a row? We can't be doing this. Okay. Okay. We're gonna take a bite. Because I said I would. I know. I remember. That is one of the nicest things about this timer. You can practice with the stack mat timer and easily practice inspection at the same time if you want. And I really like that. I'm not going to take it. Oh, this feels like it should be really easy. It probably is? Okay. It is. Including a PLL skin. See, now, my opinion, I don't know if I'm solid on this opinion, but I kind of think that all of my PLL sips should be 7s. I don't think there's any reason for them not to be. Now the question is, oh, we have options, chat. There's so many options. Here, this is one of those scrambles. We're not gonna take it. We're not gonna take it. So there's this free pair here. I guess I should look at white. I feel like I learned that from T-Mone, one of his videos forever ago. That like, there's like 3 colors you can look at when you have a block like this. I was just looking at orange, but look at white. I don't really see a lot with white. That might be a Jaden McNeil thing. Actually, white looks pretty good now that I'm saying it. Just for giggles, we're gonna look at green. Oh, I've looked at green. Green's not good. It might be a Jaden McNeil thing. If you aren't subscribed to his channel, you really should be. Just put that on you. Why not? It was really inefficient second pair there. But it was what I saw. Sometimes what you see is not what you should do. Okay, again, we have some really good stuff here. Okay, so I could rotate? No. a bad idea. I believe it was an easy cross at least. It's not bad. Second pair too. What should I be tracking? Okay. First pair, I should say. I think it's sub 1 T-perm, right? Easy. I mean, that wasn't quite, again, the last couple moves there were not legit, but yeah. T-perm, and then the other one is J-perm, which that started early, but J-perm is like, JB is like one of the best PLLs to see. You see that come up. You know it's going to be fast and not bad. Or not messed up, I should say. Too bad this misscramble isn't the legit scramble. Why would I mess that one up? It's F firm. Old familiar. It's good. This average is actually kind of insane. Potentially it would be a rolling average, but we've got 2 counting 9s and a 7 and a 12. So anywhere from like an 11 to like a low 8. I think, if I'm doing the math right. Somehow that's not a misscramble. I thought I messed up. Oh my word. My word, boy. Doesn't matter anyway. Got another 11 to replace the first one. The average is sub 10 though, with a counting 11. That's insane. I hate when I have unnecessary moves with the OLL. If I just recognized it, then I wouldn't have had that little hiccup there. It's probably not that big a problem time-wise, but it is a problem. We're not gonna take it. Oh, we're not gonna take it. Oh, we're not gonna take it anymore. Okay. Okay. Dang it. Even more, dang it, my word. I feel like there's a way to... No, it doesn't work. On 4x4 you can... Ethan taught this to me, although I think I learned it forever ago and then forgot it. But this alg. Sometimes those kind of things are transferable to 3x3 with when you mess up the cross like that, but not in that case, or at least not that I've been able to discover. I think this is it. Did an unnecessary move in the beginning, and instead of just going on, I thought about it at the beginning, and that messed me up a bit. Just wondering why I did it. I think it might have been for ergonomics. It might have just been like a good thing to do. Oh, come on, no. And played something I learned from Timo in a cubicle video there. One of the ones where he's like roasting them. Those are like my favorite videos. Okay. I let off the gas there, I think. I think there's a legitimate thing to be said for letting off the gas there, and I'm not, like, I think I do it a lot. You know? Okay. Take a bite. Oh, oops, my bad. Here we go. Video quality seems to be decent. Just got an iPhone 11, which I know is a few generations old. But I wanted to have something good for videos, and I didn't really want to take the time to research newer phones. Plus, I can get this for cheap. It's crazy how cheap you can get phones that are just outdated. It was so bad. Something stuck in my teeth. It's riveting information, I know. Okay. We're holding steady with a sub 10 average there. I suppose the first step to a sub 10 average of 50 is to get a sub 10 average of 12. PB average of 12 on this session is 949, which is good. I may have had a sub 9 average of 12 at one point. It sticks in my memory for some reason. Of course, we're not going to do it if we pause like that. Still a 9 though. It's crazy how much faster people are than this. Like, they're averaging low 5, sub 5, sub 4 sometimes. It's insane. We've got good flow and incredible TPS. Feels like I broke off a good pair there. That was bad. That was really bad. Alright, come on. Come on. We're locking in. Thinking about look ahead. There are good things in there and bad things. Alright, come on. Come on. Okay. That's what sub 10 solves are made of. They don't even have to be perfect. You can mess up look ahead and get a good sub 10 solve. It's just on one pair, I think, just one. Of course, I didn't have to do that. Ah! So, I think the limit is one mistake. At least that, according to my perception. Because I'm sure I'm making more mistakes. I obviously am, because I'm not sub 6. But as far as like what I can perceive in the moment, one mistake is acceptable. I feel like OLO skips are worse than PLO skips, like objectively speaking. Yeah, maybe not. Maybe not. I mean, from move count, they probably are, because you're not saving as many moves with an OLL as you are with a PLL. OLOs tend to be less moves. Yeah. And then mentally, probably a problem there too. A big old block. And a free pair. Holy smokes. Okay. really good not to do that one pair lefty. When I had the opportunity to rotate, I should have rotated so I was doing pairs with my right hand. In that case. A lot of cases you don't want to do that because you mess up your look ahead, but that was an acceptable situation to do that in. I think this is another easy X cross with a not bad second pair. Nope, doesn't have a second pair, wasn't right, but the X cross was still easy. Like my prediction wasn't right for my X cross. Not that it wasn't right. I'll do this. Stuff like that, man. I'm gonna have to swap events here in a minute. If I can't seem to get this taken care of. Okay, I'm gonna break a rule here, but I think it's okay to do that. Okay. It's getting easier for me to predict second pairs a lot of times, which is surprising because I thought I would have to like force myself to do it all the time in order to like get good at it, but it's seeming like maybe I won't have to do that, which is nice because I don't really like busting my brain like that. Doing that kind of thing really temporarily, I'm sure, takes a toll on you. I thought it was a Jeeper. It wasn't. We're not gonna take it. We're not gonna take it anymore. I should have been way better. I kind of lost myself at second pair there. One of those really bad pauses. There we go. There we go. I was looking at psych sheet for my upcoming comp this morning. And there's somebody ahead of me now that wasn't before. And I looked into it, and I don't really remember this kid, but and there's like no picture for me to remember because he doesn't have a profile pic. But he's faster than me now. But some of the first couple competitions he went to, I went to at the same time, and he wasn't. So in a couple of years, he's gone from like 15, I think 13 was his PB average or something like that, or that's what he was getting. No, he was getting low 10. Yeah, he was actually like my last competition, he was like, or not my last competition, but my second to last. He was like one spot behind me in round 2, and with like a 10, 11 average or something like that. And now he's like, his PR is like 8. So I don't know. I thought it was kind of cool. Just like, oh man, this kid, you know, nobody really, I don't remember him, but he's gone from being, you know, mediocre to really good now. No offense to mediocre people. I'll take it. I'll take it. We're at a 10-16 for average of 12. Let's see if we can get it under 10. That's what I want it to be. I'd like to practice another event tonight too, maybe, but it's getting late. I don't have work tomorrow though, so maybe I will stay up. I thought it was Apron. There's a pause there. Have I only had 1-7 today? I think I have only one. It's okay, I guess. This is one of those where I can do like a quick pre-move and maybe make it better, but I don't think it does actually. That was bad. It was really bad. You gotta lock it in. Alright, we're gonna have to a little mental reset here. I recognize the ZB. Yay. Okay. Easy X cross with a 3 mover into potentially something else good. Okay, not as good as I was hoping, but we'll take it. We'll take it. I was hoping it was a 3 mover into another 3 mover, but it was like that 5 mover case that everybody else seems to be able to execute better than I can. Not sure why that is. It kind of seems slow to me, but like pro cubers like it. Low 10. We take low 10s. Need to get in the zone, man. Okay. That had the potential to be better. It's a very simple solution, nothing really special about it, but it was rotationless. There was a lot of unnecessary U moves though, just in every step this time, not just OLL. So that might have been a bit of a nerves thing, maybe? I don't know. So that's on it, yeah. Oh, come on. Ah! No! I use a weird Z perm because Jaden McNeil told me to. I think it's better than the normal one, but yeah. I do everything with the M slices weird anyway because that's wrong. Because I use my right hand for the M slices just because it was easier for me way back when. No, fuck that way. Oh my. Look at this. It's not a bad green cross. There's 1, 2 free pairs. This block, which could easily be made into a X cross. In fact, I think I will do that. I wasn't thinking I'd be able to, but it's gonna be hard though. No, I think I can do it. Dang it. That could have been way better. Could have been way, way, way better. I just didn't have that well enough planned out in the beginning. That was a crazy scramble. Do I want to do that? Sure, why not? That works. That works. We're good with those. Feel like that. Like mentally, I'm making 9s just adequate. Like not special, but adequate. And I feel like that's part of breaking this barrier. I don't know. I don't know how much mental barriers actually make a difference. I used to think they did. Double Y rotation, never good. No. That should have been... Did I do the lefty? I'm gonna have to check that footage later. I think I did this R-perm. I normally use this alg. But I think I did the lefty, like, of the other one I used, which is the original alg I used on this. Man, if I did that, that was dumb. Because it's not a good out. It's a really bad out. I don't know what we're at for time here. 2.5 hours. I'm gonna remember that. Or maybe I'm gonna remember that. No promises. But I kind of want to, because that seems strange and wrong. Is the word I'd use. Oh wow. Okay. My word. It's okay. Okay. It's one of these scrambles with a free pair in it. I'm gonna do it this way. A free pair that's hard to use. That's what I mean. But this free pair isn't bad ever, I don't think. But when it's a little bit awkward to use, it's like I'm not sure it's worth the trouble. Although based on watching like Timon go after scrambles, it seems like it's probably always worth the trouble. It's just gotta know how to take advantage of it. Let's go. Is that full step? That was full step. See, I'm capable of full step 7s. Okay, like that's kind of where I'm like, yeah, this is. I'm better than I was, I think. At least than at the end. Maybe not at my peak, because my peak was different than like when I quit. That was bad. Nah. Should never slow down like that in the middle of a F duel. I don't think there's ever any reason to do that. It's just a mental thing. We're not gonna take it. Oh, I did not have to rotate. My word. Wow. This average is crazy. Alright. Non-rolling, there's potential for a lot here. Another free pair. This one's not too hard to use, at least. Yeah, we'll take that. Take that. Knocking on the door of sub 9 there. Sub 10 or 10 average 12, yeah. You guys are getting a really good shot of my shoulder there. Hopefully you get a good shot of the cube. Anytime now. Come on, camera. Come on. things here. Named snap lenses. What's that about? I'd like to do this. Maybe if my face was over here. It's kind of a weird look. I might have to reset this camera here. Disconnect. There we go, and then we will reconnect. See if that fixes it. There we go. That was weird. Oh, this scramble looks interesting too. Just looking at the picture. Yeah. Got a half belt orange cross. Easy-ish first pair there. Potential for second pair. Yeah, I don't see any reason to do anything else. Not that I looked very hard. Okay. We're doing good on the average of 12, which means we're on the right trend, ladies and gentlemen. Even with an 11, not that far ago. It was one of those things where I thought it could skip. Well, I mean, I don't know. You get to a certain point, like, you kind of always have an idea if something's going to skip. Or at least with a lot of OLLs, especially soon. But, I mean, specifically with soon, there's 2 ALGs, and, like, one of them, they preserve different bars. So, you get to that point, you're like, it's always worth it to change the ALG mid-fly. Mid-fly, that's not really a good term, but you know what I mean. Maybe, I hope. Okay. Not bad. We're back on the right trend, guys. We're not gonna take it. Oh, we're not gonna take it. Okay. This is gonna be a really, well, maybe not a really weird solution, but it's getting there. Oh my word. I hate it when you start executing poorly under the time pressure. So that's what that was. Because normally I don't have issues with that OL, really. It's not the fastest and I can mess it up pretty easy, but it's not normally an issue for me. But because of the time, it was. I'll take it. I'll take it. I really love this GAN timer. It's really good. It used to be my advice, which I don't think I advised anybody, but I thought of it, to only ever use the stack mats, because you wanted to, you know, it would be good to practice with what's actually in competition. That way, you know, for like timer malfunctions and stuff, it's, you want to train, you want to, it was always my position that you need to learn to train out of those rather than complaining about it. Well, maybe complaining about it is the wrong way to say that, but not necessarily complaining, but like they're avoidable things. You can train yourself not to put your thumb on the reset button and stuff. So I always thought it was really important to use the stack mat timer because of that. Although there wasn't really any other options. So I guess that was opposed to like mobile and keyboard. But yeah. Now though, with the StackMat Gen 5, we don't really have those issues. So you can use something like a GAN timer and not really have any problems with it. That imprim's not bad. I messed that execution up and it still didn't ruin the solve. It's a good alg. Nobody uses it though. Like, even people, like, I mean, like, pro people used to set up to JPerm 1. But I think this alg's better. Okay. Still sub 10, average of 12 though. We're getting close on average of 25. We're at 10.03. We might just get an average of 50 yet. We might do that. It's interesting. Although green might be better. In fact, I think green is better. In fact. Lots of unnecessary rotations there. I probably should not talk during the solve about what the solve is wrong. I feel like that messes me up. Well, it has the potential to mess me up. I don't really feel like it's messing me up. Ooh. That's a +2, I think. I don't know, like, how strictly that reg is followed, but the cube did touch me before I moved my hand away. Okay. Oh, I could have kept that going with the F moves. I could have absolutely kept that going with the F moves. That would have been a really weird solution. Like, not good ergonomically, but like probably better than rotating in that specific spot. Okay. Oh, no. I hate it when it's stuff like that. I suppose there's this option, which isn't much better, but it's an option. It would be okay if I could force this X cross, which I think I can. Okay. Nice. Nice. That was well executed, well planned. Well, maybe not the best executed, but it was a solid solve. Just a really solid solve. It's nice to have those. There we go. 9, 8, 9. I always like seeing stuff like that. Counting 11's killing me. Take it away, I'm not gonna take it anymore. Ooh, there's a lot of good stuff here. A lot to track, I feel like. I think that was execution that messed that all up. There's a lot here. Unfortunately, a lot of it is going to go into the bottom. In fact, I think all of it is going into the bottom, except for a couple things. Just hoping for the other J-perm. Oh man. I think there's only like 4 one-look last layers that look like that. And I probably should know them all, because I don't think they're that hard. It's funny how some people call that L-perm. And like it seems to be a fairly standard term still, even though most people call it, you know, just J-perm. But L-perm hasn't died as a term, and it doesn't seem like it's going to. This is hard. Maybe. Yeah, it is. Actually, it's less hard than I thought. My word. Really? Come on. It's called adding insult to injury right there. Oh my. This is a really easy, like, kind of an X-cross solution. It's really just what I planned for first pair, but I can cancel into it kind of, or I can solve it more efficiently technically. It's a better way to say that. brain registered the wrong art term. It's kind of weird. Still gonna do that. At least it'll be a trackable back. Okay. I think that's gonna make a 3 mover. But maybe not. Not. Trying to predict second pair there. Messed up my cross. One of those things, just can't really avoid it sometimes. I mean, you can, but you can always avoid it. It happens sometimes. There we go. That's a better way to say that. Oh, dang. That was the wrong grip for that. Just an interesting observation. When I do the lefty version of this, well, first of all, I should probably rotate and do Timon's thing. Nope. Probably should do this instead. But I like to regrip to do it that way. But yeah, Timon does the whole, or it's not Timon's thing, but it's what he recommends. I don't know if he does for lefty though. If he recommends lefty soon. I suppose you probably wouldn't even have to do it since it's like a yeah, I mean, you can do that. That. Yeah. That seems to be the best way. Yeah. It's probably still better. Poorly executed. To a good last layer with a +2. Oh my. It was like the one OLL that I sometimes use OLLCP on, which I thought was going to be amazing. I started learning that, and then I was like, this is dumb. Because it was dumb. word. Okay, we're gonna downsolve that one. Not downsolve it, but we're gonna do it again because there was an optimization there that I just assumed I would have to rotate for, and I didn't have to. Oh, there was an easy X cross too, wasn't there? Did I do yellow? No, I didn't do yellow. I did orange. What did I do here? I don't remember what I did. Did I do green? Oh yeah, I did do green. Okay. Like that. Alright. Okay. And what was my second pair? I don't remember my second pair. Oh, I do. So, would have been low 8. Well, maybe not would have been, but yeah. I should really like learn that though. Like, I'm just gonna quickly. Oh, I don't know if I can. Dang. That was something like this. Was it this? In any case, that works. It's something similar to that, and like, it's, you know, this is a completely different pair, but it's good to remember that this, you can just cancel into this, into the back insert. Yeah, because that would make it really fast. At the very least, you should take a look and know that it's oriented. Or I should say, and know it's going to be a 2-gen solution, right? Like, oh, come on. That was a 7, I think, if I didn't drop it like that. I think. I don't know for sure. Okay. Easy cross on green and orange, I think, but I like green better. The first pair is not the best selection. Not the worst either. I think that means just hang out here. Oh yeah. Could have been better. It's interesting looking at this average of 500 stats, because that's really kind of probably a really good representation of global. And 10.4, I'm not dissatisfied with a 10.4 global. Obviously I want it to be sub 10, but like, it's kind of my main goal right now. But 10.4's nothing to shake yet, and yeah, it's probably better than I was. Yeah, maybe not better than I was, but close. That was bad. That was just bad. I'm not sure what about it was bad exactly. Last layer could have been better. But I don't think it was just last layer that made that bad. We're not gonna take it. You know, this is that's the ceiling, right? Like the ceiling's. Well, we haven't reached the ceiling yet, but it's exciting times, man. It's exciting when you're improving. You can tell I'm improving, and that's always good. What should I do here? I suppose I could do that. I'm a big fan of that, though. Actually, what am I thinking? Okay, this should have been a much better solve. Oh my, it should have been much better. I think I should have rotated the other way in the beginning with that first pair. Maybe. So it would have been a lefty thing instead of a back right. Back right's probably better for your first. It's interesting to think about, though. Messed up my cross a lot tonight, which is weird. It might be because it's late. It's midnight here, past midnight. But I feel fine. Like I'm not. I mean, I'm a little tired, but not as tired as I've been. Probably learn to cancel into that. 949. We like that. Where did I start at? This will be my 200th solve here coming up. I started at 550 on the session. Kind of. Oh, it's one of those where it's like hard to make use of stuff. What if I go for red? It's not particularly good. If I ignore it entirely, it might not be bad. Okay. Okay, that was pretty bad. We might stop at 200 solves and switch to something else. And leave the sub 10 hunt for another night. As much as I'd rather not give up on it, it's proving rather elusive. Although I'm keeping like low 10 averages. I'm getting sub 10.3 averages of 50 really consistently. I mean, not consistently, but like every time I have a session, I'm getting it up under there several times. So there's good stuff here. Might have to make a case for doing the ZB with pi on the two GLLs because I know them. Okay, I'm really tempted to do something weird here. I'm not sure that's a good idea though. Okay, ergonomically a very bad idea. I did like for cross I did a wide U into a D rather than just like a U2 or a D2. And yeah, so I could put my slot where I wanted it. So in that respect, I think it was probably the best thing to do on that scramble, but like whether or not it was a good thing to do, it's probably not. The potential is there. I don't quite want to like consider myself capable of always getting a sub 10 average in competition, but it seems to me that my like what I can expect for an average in comp is something between what I'm consistently getting on like averages of 50 and 100 and like what I'm capable of, if that makes sense, in an average of 5. Because it's not quite as good as like a PB average of 5. Obviously it's never going to be that, but it's not as bad as your like consistent averages of 50 either, unless you mess up. And 3x3 nerves are a huge deal, like, and more than any other event except for maybe 2x2. 2x2 I've had a lot of trouble with over the years, but 3x3 will actually like mess me up. And I think it's because it's so short. Other things are not as short, so like nerves can't really screw you up as bad. Like I did 6 and 7 just here recently, and like nerves were messing with me. I could feel it in the way I was turning, but they were still good times, like better than average at home, like global. So I don't know. I don't even know what the point of that ramble was. It started out as something and then it just went away. Oh yeah, I'm trying to figure out what to do with all this. I think it's that. Not bad. Not bad. This will be my 200th solve on the night. 750th solve on this session, which isn't like all that I've done since I've been back, but a lot of it is. I've been mostly doing mega and stuff, so. Oh, we're not gonna take it. Oh, we're not gonna take it. I made a decision there. I'm not sure it was the right one. I hate ending on bad times. I hate it. Average of 200 on the night. 1041. It was up and it was down, and I feel like I have to stop there. I have to stop there. Because if not, I'll do another like 50 solves, and because I hate ending on not even numbers. But let's swap to OH for a bit. Let's go ahead and rename this if I can. I decide I like LEOR better because, well, Jaden sticking around for a while. Saying that somebody viewed it for over an hour. If so, thanks, Jaden. I should switch session here to OH. Yeah, maybe do an average of 50. I don't know. I did an average of 50 earlier today on keyboard, but that was during work and I wasn't very focused. Also, my 2GLL is kind of bad. Like, I'm having trouble remembering outs, which is not good. probably because I haven't done hardly any. Oh, this is easier than I make it out to be. I always do my mental turns differently, but I don't need to. I think that's first and fourth. I think. I'm having trouble remembering it all. Oh, that's not so bad. Okay. Take it to be the fastest time in the world. It's okay though. Okay, so that was wrong. It's x plus, that's first and fourth, plus x is third and fourth. Gotta remember that. Which I think means that minus x is second and third. And when it starts with x, it involves 1. That doesn't make sense to anybody that doesn't know LEOR, or even like, if you don't know the tracing system that I'm talking about, you probably have no idea what I'm talking about, which is okay. That's fine. You can just be in the dark, I guess. This looks like solid CP. It is solid CP. Probably could have planned more there. Oh dang, wasn't solved CP, or I did it wrong. I don't know if that's better for wedge or not. I don't even think it's necessarily better for two-handed, but yeah. I do be using it though. What was I going to check? I was going to check solve CP. I think this won't mess up the CP, but I wanted to see if I executed that right. It looks like I did. Because you can mess up that trigger pretty easy. Or I'm doubtful I remember the right trigger. I didn't like memorize them as algs. They're too easy for that, it seems like. But okay, solve CP again. We're gonna do this. And this. And actually, we're gonna do that. Not exactly the best at this method, but we're working on it. I think this means I'm going to go all day without doing any mega. I messed it up again. I'm mistracing solve CP. That's the only explanation. I'm really tempted to go for LEOR because it seems like that one would be easier, especially to like imply in competition and stuff. I can't have to worry so much about inspection time and all that. Okay. positive, positive. So we have solved CP again, which is annoying. It wouldn't be annoying if it was already like taken care of, but as it is, it's kind of hard to know if I am doing it right. What am I doing? I know else. Oh, I messed up. That's why that looked weird. No, I'm messing up my feed berm. My word. Honestly, I'd wonder if, like, LEOR, if I could quickly get it better than my CFOP solves. I don't think it'd be that hard. But, yeah. I'm tempted to go for this one. Okay. Well, this edge isn't in the most ideal spot, but it might be good. That's easy enough. We should do this the proper way. That would normally be positive. Instead it's negative, negative. Which means these two are the swap. And this is the swap. Okay. Okay. Awesome, actually, that worked out pretty well. Okay. Oh, come on. Keep messing up CP. I suppose it wouldn't be faster than when I mess up CP, even if I plan it. Well, I don't know. You can do stuff with your block, though. Easy C-pop cross. Not good first pair zone. I recognized and executed that faster. There was potential there. There was a lot of potential there. I kind of wasn't locked in though. How good a scramble that was. Or at least a solution. If I do say so myself. Okay, that's right, which means... Okay, so that's the swap verb. Okay. take a 24. I really wish I was sub 20. That's kind of like my minimum goal, actually. It was my minimum goal until I realized I was going to be competing in Mega soon. And then, like, all my goals for OH went out the window when I started working on Mega. Alright. That's wrong. X, that's negative x, which means something. I must say first and second. Okay. In that case, I don't think table abuse was really helping. I'm not sure table abuse really helps with that alg anyway. I'm just putting the cube near the table for no good reason. Okay. Negative. Is that right? Yeah. I never used to use much table abuse. Not because I was like good at OH or anything, but because I was bad. Like, I couldn't really figure out how to like use the table to my advantage. And I'm not sure I still can. I'm not sure I can now. I mean, I should not talk and do this at the same time. Come on, come on. Feels like there's potential for a good block here. There's definitely like maybe with 0. Like, I don't know. No, I don't think you can with 0 when it's like this. I don't understand 0 well enough. Okay. So something's wrong for sure. And it's this, okay. I want that somewhere else. Yeah, definitely. Okay. I thought we were white on bottom. It's weird not being like color neutral for once in my life. I'm always color neutral. I'm so lucky because I did not recognize that COL. Honestly, that's probably like a good mid-range thing to do. Is to learn one-handed COL. Force a good PLO. This feels like it would be a good CFOP solve, although maybe not. The white looks kind of good. Yeah, we need to not look at stuff like this, otherwise I'll never learn how to use LEOR. news is it looks kind of decent for this as well. So, okay, so be positive, or clockwise, I should say. Negative x, which I said was first and second. I think that means I should be second and third, which is these, and those. Oh, sweet. Oh, dude, we have an easy first block here. Into an easy thing like this. And I messed up the CP. Dang it. It's still gonna be like below 20. Oh my word. That should have been better. It was such an easy thing. Although I messed up CP, it wouldn't have been hard to like make it work with a different CP though. We have two options here with yellow. That's funny. This is it. So with either case, this is it. I think this is better. I don't know. Show me in which case we'll do this. Okay, where is this? I did not want to do that. Yeah. X. Which is second and third. Is that what I said? Negative x is second and third? And then I got the wrong CP on that, right? Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is. That works out pretty good for that. Kind of. You know, I don't need to do that. I know other options. S-move stuff. That was the wrong CP. Alright. Negative x is first and second. It's not second and third. X minus x negative, rather. Either works, but that's weird. X minus is, what's the word I'm looking for? Second and third. X minus is normal plus X is normal. For my memory, that's what's going to help, probably. Okay. Negative, which is X. That would normally be positive, so it's X negative, so it is second and third on this one, which means it's this, this, and that. And oh no. How do I keep messing this up? So I'm mistracing then. I'm mistracing. Which is entirely possible. Maybe I should go back to intuitive. Or just do LEOR all night. Let's do it. Let's do LEOR. We are now doing LEOR. So as long as I'm kind of curious just how fast I can do and whether or not there's an advantage to, I'm probably too tired to get the tracing right, but also whether or not there's an advantage to being able to just make your block. There probably is if I was good at doing root blocks, which I'm not. On this particular scramble, I don't really see anything helpful at all. I can make a line pretty easy, and ooh, I don't know if I can even do that. I can do this though, like that, and then look for that edge. Okay, just gonna do this. It's a terrible rotation, but see, last layer is not bad, and I know this. Okay, let's just see. We started at 264. Just see what the stats are like. Maybe this is the method that I mess with. You know, for now. Maybe I can always add CP back in later. The rotations are really bad there, but there's potential. Didn't the AUF on those as a pain. So the last layer there was not helping me at all, which is going to be the disadvantage probably in any case. How do I do this? See, you gotta wonder. 23, and that was not a 2GLL, but it was an easy last layer. Like the T ones are really easy, especially when you have adjacent like that. Maybe do this F2L style. Whether or not that's the best way to do that, I don't know, but probably not. Knowing Rue and stuff, but not that I know Rue, but that I know I can probably should learn that ZB. It's so recognizable, you know. Best average of 200. This feels like it's going to be really easy. Feels like it, at any rate. I can definitely do that really easy. It's just whether or not. So stuff like this is pretty cool. Oh, and I did it wrong. Dang it. That was going to be an easy PLO. How did I mess that up? See, we're not breaking any personal bests yet. But I don't know, guys. This might be the way. This would be way easier to do in competition too. I suppose I could just do that and then somehow fix that. I mean, it seems like I could be pretty confidently sub 30 with this. And honestly, I wonder if it's something that's good just to do for a while. Not even just to switch to, just to get good at doing blocks. Help you think through them, you know? Be a good skill set for Rue if I ever decided I wanted to do that. There's an easy line with an easy thing there. Oh, dang. Messed up. There's got to be a better way to do A-perms one-handed than that. Gotta be a better way to do that. I guess there's this. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of that. so even for me. Okay, now we're starting to break things. Is it almost 1 in the morning? Stuff's happening on Discord. Apparently I'm getting tired. So I think I'm going to call it there, guys. I don't think anybody's watching, but I am going to stop streaming now. Thanks for tuning in, and maybe I'll stream again soon. We'll see. But thanks, guys. See ya.